Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Gigi. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm carrying the baby as we're doing this podcast.
I know.
We have a crying baby.
We are totally being bad influences
Yes,
to
because we have the
Charlotte.
best topic today while I'm
We do.
babysitting my own child.
I know, my lord.
We're going to talk about strippers.
We're going to talk about strippers. Charlotte, cover your ears.
Yes. It's okay.
Oh, this is a good one.
I had sex while I was putting her down right before you came. Not right before you came, but maybe 2 hours. I was trying to put her down, and then this is the perfect moment that Sergio decided, we're gonna have sex, and I'm like putting a bobo on her, trying to rock her to go to sleep. I'm leaning on her crib, and he's like, "Oh, this is it. Let's go."
Do this. And Penny's not here, so it's perfect.
And Penny's not here, but then she's falling asleep, and I'm like, I can't believe this.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
those are the best moments.
Yeah,
those are the best moments.
So Lord knows why He never made me skinny, because if I were skinny, I would definitely be a stripper.
Absolutely. I always said that too. You know that? I always said that. But I don't know to divide. I don't know if I would have been, because I was a dancer my whole life. So
not a stripper dancer.
Not a stripper dancer, but when I was younger, I danced. I did everything, ballet and jazz and the whole nine. Yeah. And then in high school, I did competitive dancing and everything. But I don't know if I am wild at heart, and the sex thing and whatever, but I don't know if I could be a stripper, to be completely honest. I don't know if I could do that, because I don't think in my mind, at least now, the way that I think, I don't think when I was that age, I don't know if I would have felt the same way that I do now. But I kind of feel that I wouldn't be able to separate myself. I don't know. I think that to be a stripper, you have to kind of have a no emotion, kind of turn off your emotions.
Yeah. I could do that.
Yeah.
I can turn it off.
Yeah, no, I don't think I can.
Right? Do my job, get paid for it, right? And just dance my way through college, or dance my way through buying a house or whatever. I mean, listen, I'm not a stripper.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Yes, we know this, Gigi. We know this.
I don't do anything like that, but I do enjoy going to strip clubs.
I do. Yes. I do. So that kind of, the segue, right, to go into that. I do too. We tapped into it vaguely a couple weeks ago. And sorry, ladies that are followers, that we didn't get to be with you guys last week. Gigi was extremely busy, and we just couldn't catch up. But anyways, we're here now. So yeah, when we talked about it briefly in our last session or episode, we talked about visiting strip clubs and how much I like it. I love it. I've had good and bad experiences. I've gone to good ones and bad ones. Those, you mentioned one that the girl was coming by to get money, and you were like, no, bitch, you didn't do anything.
Yeah. And I'm telling Sergio, and I'm like, don't give her money. In front of her, I'm like, don't give her money.
Don't you dare. Yeah. Same thing with Louis and I. Well, completely honest, I had been, probably when I was younger, I had been to maybe 1 or 2 strip clubs, but I went, or have been to, the most ever since I've been with Louis.
Okay.
Because I do enjoy going with a man. I don't enjoy going by myself. Even the male strip clubs.
No, that's the most boring strip club
That is the most boring strip. Well, La Bear's in Hialeah is not bad. I'm going to be completely honest. And if you go with a group of girls that are fun, you make the best of it. So you make it fun. Okay. Is it fun? No. You make it fun. Yeah. So I've been with Chi-Chi, and we've gotten completely trashed, and we've had fun, and we feel up on them, and we felt that their penis is filled with a sock, and that's been quite interesting.
That sucks.
Exactly. But I kind of knew that. I had to make my way there, because I had to think. I was like, dude, there's no way that they're packed this way. That they're packed this way, and then that they don't get hard. Women are touching them, and they're doing all of this shit. How can they not? But of course, they might take something. I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, this huge ass
need
bulge.
To react.
I'm like and the reality is, I've seen penises of all sizes. I've seen them that they're nice and thick and big, whatever. But some of the real thick ones, when they're flaccid, they're fucking little.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And then you have
and
these
you're like,
and then you're like, how? What? Yeah. It's like, I'm so confused. And then you go to La Bear, and their junk is freaking 6 inches in diameter. And
you're
when
like, no, there's
no fucking way. That has to be stuffed.
Yeah.
And it reaches halfway there. No.
And it is stuffed?
Of course.
Yeah.
I touched 2 of them in the times that I've been able to get that close. I touched 2 of them.
I've never been to a male strip club.
Oh God,
ever.
we have to go because even if we go with like Liz and we got to go with our group.
Okay.
We can take Diosa. Listen, these people would
Diosa
have
would
a
love it.
blast.
But I think Diosa would enjoy the female strippers more. Let me just.
Oh, but we
share.
can do. Girl, they're in the same place.
Yeah,
in the same
yeah.
building.
Where the.
So we'll go to the Bear.
Booby trap.
We'll go to the Bear first, and then we'll cross the door, the next door, and go to fucking Booby Trap. Listen, we have to make it up. Let's do it. Let's plan it because it is a lot of fun when you do La Bears with a good group of girls, a fun group of girls.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. But anyway, let's leave the guys strip clubs alone. That's not very interesting.
That's boring.
That's boring. So, the girl strip clubs.
Yes.
Absolutely, 100%. So I've been to a bunch of them with Lewis, and it's been so much better. My experiences have been fun. Tell me what was your most recent one?
So, well, not my most recent one, but the last one, which was a long time ago, which was when I actually, no, there was a recent one, not so a long time ago, but after I had Penelope, and that was horrible. That's that strip club that always changes names. That's off the Palmetto.
Off the Palmetto where?
Oh my God.
Tell me an exit.
I can't because I wouldn't even know the exit, but it's in Hialeah as well.
Oh, probably now it's called Victoria's.
Yes, Victoria's. Yes.
By 122nd.
Yes, and it changes name like every
2, 3. Lewis says that it's because they're escaping the IRS.
That is true.
They're evading taxes.
Yeah, they're doing something, and they're changing names and everything. And the place is horrible. Have you been in there?
Yes, it's
horrible.
super raunchy. Yes,
and these girls can't dance.
No,
it's never packed.
No, always empty, and it smells muggy.
And I think that there's something else happening in that place.
Yeah,
that was my worst experience for a strip club.
Yeah.
But one of my best places is the Booby Trap, and I was there prior to finding out that I was pregnant. So I was actually pregnant, and I was there. And,
oh God.
But I didn't know.
Not Charlotte.
Not Charlotte.
Okay, wow, 5
Penny.
years ago. Okay.
Yeah, 5 years ago. That's a long time.
That is a long time.
Yeah, but that's because I've been going to other places. You know, like the sex clubs or whatever.
Yes.
So anywho's. So it was fun. It was fun because number one, the strippers there, they're sexy, they're hot. They have the big booty.
They're Latinas.
They're Latinas. They're mostly Cuban and some Venezuelan.
Dominican.
Yeah. And I'm not even into the Dominican ones either, like that. But it's fun and it's intriguing. And I love the way that they move. I love the way that they dance. I love the experience they're going, obviously, with Sergio. And I love the attention that he gets, right? So I enjoy that. And I think that he gets a lot of attention also when there's another female there.
When there's a female, they always pay more attention.
Yeah, they do. And they like that.
Because they want for the girl to be into it too. Correct. And therefore they feel safer to
They feel
explore
safer
there.
And they think that they're going to get, and there's more attention to come, right?
Of course.
So we've gone to the back room too and got the private dances as well, which I love. But I just find them to be too expensive. Like, it's a night out that's going to cost you no less than $400.
Yeah, so I do not do private dances ever. I've had private lap dances outside. Yes, I've had those many times in Booby Trap and in Tootsie's. Those two, my two favorite. Scarlett's.
I like Scarlett's and I like Cheetah's.
I've never been to Cheetah's, but I've been to Scarlett's a couple times. But out of all of those, my favorite is definitely Tootsie's and Booby Trap, my two favorite. But yeah, done the set aside, a little further from everybody, the little private dance, little 5-minute or whatever the hell it is. That I've done both for Lewis, myself. Never another room or a back room, none of that, because I refuse to pay that much money to get turned on. No, it's not happening.
And then you get nothing else.
No. Unless you make me come, I'm not paying for anything. That's just, it's just not going to happen.
I hear you.
Not going to happen. I can come faster in the bathroom. Yeah. And not spend $1.
Correct.
Yeah. So we're not doing that.
I agree.
And then, of course, at the end of the day, in Booby Trap, not so much Tootsie's, but in Booby Trap, the last couple times that I've gone, I've had more attention than Lewis, believe it or not.
I believe that.
Yeah. So I will go. I don't know if it was the last time or the one before. I went and the girl would come and dance for me instead of for Lewis, and I was like it's for him. Pay attention to him. And the girl was like, "No, pero me gustas tú." And I'm like, "Oh, great."
Yeah.
And then of course Lewis gets a kick out of that, so he's okay with it. So. And then one time we were there, I was trashed. That was a few times ago. This was a few years ago as well. I want to say it was probably before COVID. So that was around before Penny was born as
So
well.
this is my last time that I went there was in November before COVID, and I was already pregnant, but I just didn't. I don't think I knew, or October, something like that.
Yeah. So this around that time we went, and I was standing up to go to the bathroom, and we were sitting next to the stage, literally right there next to the stage. We had gotten like a bucket of beer. And I stood up and the girl on stage was like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "To the bathroom." And then she's like, "Wait a minute, come here." And I went up to where she was at. Like, I was literally 2 steps away from the stage. And I go to the stage, and she literally grabs my hand and turns me around and lays me back on the stage. And she starts literally just to like motorboat me. Yeah. Like her head was all inside my tits and touching me. I was like, "Oh my God, what is this?" But it is fun. The experiences there are so much fun. You kind of like, your inhibitions are kind of gone, and so do we enjoy it? Absolutely.
So we should plan a trip.
We should plan a trip. Yeah, it would be fun.
I think so.
I think that we should do La Bears. Let's plan a trip. Let's do La Bears. We will go to La Bears and hang out there for a couple hours and let the boys meet up with us to go to Booby Trap.
Fair enough.
Because the boys are not going to go to La Bears.
No,
Lewis
of
will
course
not sit
not.
there.
Yeah.
So we'll tell them, like, we'll go to La Bears like at 8, 9, be there till like 11, 12, and then go over to Booby Trap.
That sounds like a plan. We can do this.
Let's do it.
We can do this.
That'll be fun.
I think so. I think it'll be very fun.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy it. I don't like the cost behind it because it becomes a very expensive night. You're drinking, everything is expensive. And then you're turned on and you can't do anything. But I recall that the last time that I went to the Booby Trap, and I was there with me, Sergio, and another couple, we were there, and this Cuban girl with blonde hair and dark black eyes.
Oh my God, you just reminded me of something. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Blonde hair, dark black eyes, and she's wearing this red lipstick, right? And she comes over and she's dancing, she's dancing on me, and then she switches over to Sergio, and then the other guy is like just paying for more lap dances and things like that. And then the girl comes over and she starts making out with me.
Oh
like
my God.
in the middle of the dance. And she's just like making out with me. And every time that we would call her over, that's the first thing that she'll do, like just make out with me. And I'm like, holy shit, she gave me her number and everything.
That
right?
is hilarious.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
And then I remember this because I remember it so well because 2 days later, I ended up so sick. And when I tell you sick,
oh my God.
I mean like sick, like flu-like, pneumonia type, like bronchitis type of symptom.
Oh shit, that bitch.
And I was like, I'm dying. I am dying.
That is horrible. That is horrible,
yes,
Gigi.
I am dying here. It was horrible. As a matter of fact, no, scratch that. I knew I was pregnant already because I wasn't drinking. So I was doing all of this sober.
Oh
Yes,
shit.
and I wasn't drinking because I already knew I was pregnant.
Oh,
but it was
my
a
God.
fun night. It was a blast. Cuban girl from the Booby Trap, which half of them are probably Cuban.
Yes,
But she
more
was
than
sexy
half.
and she was hot and she was telling me her whole life story, of course, And
then
it
I
was
don't know
just,
what it is.
And it was just sexy. Like it was
Yeah.
just like so sexy. The fact that by the time that I was there, her whole focus was always on me, and we had a group with us, right? And it was just like she just wanted a makeout session with me.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, well, keep them coming,
Yeah.
But I love it. I love it, yes.
Okay, so what I remembered while you were
Yes.
saying that. So in Tootsie's, there was a stripper that every time I went, I was like, oh my God, I hope she's here. And I would tell Lewis, I hope that she's here.
Yeah.
This girl's absolutely gorgeous, totally like the type of girl that I would look at if, I was in the street, and think that she was completely sexy. So she would always start her session dressed up as a naughty schoolgirl.
Okay.
Always. She had just like either no top.
Like a uniform.
No
and things.
top and suspenders.
Yes.
And then the plaid skirt, really short, and then like the high socks, like that. And she had like pigtails and glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, she was so hot.
Yeah.
So the first time I saw her in Tootsie's, years ago, I saw her on stage. We walked in when she was on stage.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear her name. So I went to ask the DJ. I was like, what's her name? When she started to come down. You know how they do the dance and then they start to come down and pick up money?
Yeah.
He told me her name. I forgot what her name is. I have no idea. But she has a pretty name. But anyway, she started to walk around. When she came to the table, I asked her for her name again. Obviously, I don't remember, but she told me her name. And then she did she did a dance for me. She did a dance for Lewis. And I was just like, you're so hot. You're so pretty. And she was just like natural. She had no fake boobs. Nothing was fake. Completely
I think that's
natural.
what I liked about this Cuban girl too, that
And
she
so
was
young,
natural.
and
Like
so
the only thing
young.
unnatural was that red lipstick that she was putting on.
Right.
So like I remember after the club, she sent me a picture of her, like on her car drive in the morning after she took everything off. And I was like, she's hot, you know?
Right, without all the extra shit.
Yes.
But yeah, anyway, so you just reminded me telling me about the hot Cuban girl. This girl is not Cuban. She doesn't speak Spanish. But she's so pretty. And I was like, wow. Like it's, in a way, it's like the experience is fun. And I'm like, like it's a shame because you're so pretty. I'm sure you're very smart, and then they're just like living this life.
I think that's just a job.
Yeah, yeah, they don't see it any other way.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
It's just a job. It's not like you're going. I think that the places that we go to, right? I could understand. There's a lot of ratchety places out there where a lot of underground things happen. That you're like, okay, I can definitely see that you're here because nobody else is going to take you. Right. But a lot of the places that I've been to and I look at the strippers, they could be dancing at Rachel's. They could be dancing in so many other different places that I feel that there's a criteria for you to be a dancer there, right?
She's so focused.
And by the way, guys, I wish you guys can see this.
Charlotte, I cannot.
She is just
100% focused.
Focused on this conversation and looking at me every time I speak.
Yep.
And she's like, I love this conversation.
I can't.
I love it.
If she only knew.
Yay, you love this.
Yes.
So anyways, I feel like they have an option as to where they can go, right?
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad for them because they get paid a lot of great money, by the way. And there was one thing that I wanted to do, and maybe we can do this. Can we host like a first-time home buyer seminar at a strip club to all these strippers?
I don't know.
I think we can.
Well, you have to ask.
Who the hell do I ask?
The fucking owner.
I don't know these people. I need to get
you gotta
connection.
Go, you gotta go.
We need to go to strip club.
We gotta go to strip club and ask who's the owner of this shit.
Who's the owner of this shit? Or
who's
who manages?
the owner of this joint? Who's the one?
Or who manages? Because something like that would be cool. You know, they make a lot of cash, and sometimes they think that because they're only making cash that they can't.
You know what I thought you were gonna say, but of course you went completely south with that comment. But you know what we should do? Did you ever see Vixen, like the strip club classes? The stripping classes for us to dance?
No. Isn't that place in Davie? Is there a place in
It was a place down, it was actually in Coral Gables. The first one was in Coral Gables, they closed. And then they started doing it like traveling. Like they would rent out a dance studio and they would do the Vixen classes. So we need to look it up because Chi did one and she says that it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I think we need to do that. We need to research that and we need to do that because that is fun. It's like $15 a class.
Okay. And it's like a strippers club? Like a strippers dance?
Yeah, they have
class?
pole classes. You know they have pole classes.
Yeah.
I don't want to do the pole. I want to do the Vixen class.
So what is Vixen though?
So Vixen is basically like all the raunchy dancing without the pole.
Oh.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna look it up, but after our podcast is over. But yeah, it's nice, it's fun. I'm sure that we can do it. I mean, I would love to do. I even told Chi when it was really, really popular. This is again before COVID. We should do it like in a house. Like they get instructors, like the sex toy parties. Like you've never been to a sex toy party, or you have.
Yeah, but that's boring for me.
Okay. But we can do something like that and make it our own and make it fun and make it interesting, not make it boring. Like, oh, this is the 9-inch vibrator and this and that, like
if someone's gonna have like a sex toy party, I want somebody to show me how to use it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We can do something to that effect. I don't know if there'll be people willing to, do
that's
that.
Me.
But yes. Yes.
Because I think that just having I could go online. I can go on Amazon. I can go on Adams and Eve, whatever you call it, to buy
Adam
the
and
toys.
Or
go to the sex toy. Why do I need a private party for a sex toy?
Well, because there's people that don't know anything about that they live behind closed doors. They have no idea.
Correct. So for me, it's very boring. That's what I'm trying to say.
But it's very aggressive to come and try to sell a vibrator and open your legs and fucking,
Well, I'm up for that.
Yeah, but a lot of people are not going to be up for that.
Gigi,
you have to ease into it, dear. The fuck? Oh my God, you guys, I apologize. I apologize for Gigi.
The point that I'm trying to make is that if I'm going to go to something like that, it cannot be so vanilla-ish.
Okay.
Because I will be very
Well,
bored.
we need to start at vanilla to then increase to chocolate. How about that?
We see our people that's around,
We
and I'll
see
be
the
like, hey, do
people.
I want this one? Do I want that one?
Correct. You have to give people a chance to get to
Okay.
that point, okay?
Okay.
But yes, I do understand what you mean. I do
Like,
understand.
if you're gonna come,
if you're
you
gonna
need to
be
show
there
me.
and showing me shit that I already know how it works, what's interesting?
Correct.
Okay, but like for example,
Live
demonstration.
Live demonstration.
Listen,
Thank you very
the
much.
the last show that I did, that I went to years ago as well. The years ago as well, the girl did a bunch of games, and that was fun.
Okay.
Because she was talking about, you know, like libido pills and, you know, lubes and nipple clips and, you know, role playing, and she had a bunch of toys and anal beads, and so she had a bunch of shit. She wasn't just like vibrators and,
correct.
you know, she
like
had,
you can tell that it's a BDSM type of thing.
She had a lot of stuff, a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. Like she literally had like A through Z of toys.
I love it.
She was excellent, okay? Mind you, if you looked at her, never ever in a million years would you be turned on by her, because she didn't even look like the type at all. She looked like a person that is a complete prude. So that's what made it even more interesting. You're like, how is this woman talking about raunchy sex stuff and she doesn't even look like she has sex, because she was that type of person. So that made it even more interesting.
Yeah.
So was there live demonstrations? Of course not, but there was like 20 girls. No, I'm serious. There was 20 girls in the thing, and she was playing games.
Yeah.
And she played a game to then give away stuff, do little giveaways. And the games are super cool. They were interesting. She was like kind of like Never Have I Ever, asking questions. And you had to like move chairs. It was like musical chairs.
Okay.
And if you did what she said, you had to move a chair. And if you didn't, you had to stay sitting down. So the
Okay.
girl next to you would sit on top of you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know, it was like that. She had a bunch of little games like that. They were like twisted games.
Yeah.
Super fun. I loved it.
How long ago was this?
Years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We could do something like that.
I'm down for it.
We could do something like that, or like investigate, look it up so we can do it.
I'm down for it. Can
Yes.
you put a post on social media and tag me on it to find that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I will do that.
And then we can find something. You
Yes,
know?
I will.
I think it'll be cool. I like it.
Yeah. It's different. It's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it's
Where
kind of
will we
like
host
it's
it,
kind of
though?
like being here.
Okay, no problem. I'm glad.
Well, because you have a lot of space here.
Yeah.
You know, I can't. Only 2 cars can park in my house, Gigi. Come on now. Listen, the good thing,
I just have to find a place where Sergio's going to go to.
Yeah, because now it'll be better for
Yeah.
us to be able to. The girls, if there's a man in the house, they're not going to open
Yeah.
up. They're not going to feel, you know. So of course, you know, you have to start it off kind of like, you know, this is a safe space and this and that, you know. So
There's
that
no
way there's no judgment.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, some bitches are, you know, they're just
You know.
secret like that.
I get it.
Yeah. It's a lot, everybody can be like us, Gigi.
No, I get it. I
You know?
understand.
Yeah. So we got to do
So I'm
that.
down for that. So let's plan it.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
Let's plan it. Is this something that we're going to invite our friends that we know, people that we know, or is it something that you were planning on just?
I don't know. We would have to
Trying
see,
to-
because if we do people that we know, we have to do people that we know that
Like-
won't get scared with the information they're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's people we know that we know, but they don't know. If you know what I mean.
I get it.
You have more people that you know that are more open to, you know, real life and knowing the things that we do, and then there's people that
Yeah. Well, the
might
thing
be,
is, like, at least for me, like, I wouldn't have friends that are not open-minded. I can't.
Yeah.
Because then I think I would be a hypocrite myself.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, if I can't talk to you about
Yeah,
anything or
yeah,
everything, you don't belong in my
Yes,
circle.
yes. But I have friends, and then I
Yeah.
have acquaintances.
Correct.
Those acquaintances
It may not, you
may
know.
not be.
Yeah,
you
like
know,
there are certain
this
people
would
that
not be their cup
I
of
think
tea.
that you and I know were, you know, that I would not.
There's quite a few.
Yeah,
that we
I
know
would
that
be
are not
like,
going to be
"No,
okay with
no, we're not going to do this. You
Correct.
know? And that's okay. There's
and
nothing
that's
wrong
okay.
with that.
Absolutely.
But I'm
It's
going
okay.
back to the strippers.
Yes.
Right? I think that we should plan a
trip.
A trip like that, and I like the idea that you did.
Yeah.
Have the guys meet us at
11 p.m.
At 11
Booby
p.m.
Trap.
at
Yep.
the Booby Trap.
And if they get there right before and we're still at
No
Liberos,
problem.
they could get tables, wait for us there,
yeah,
and we jump
and
over.
we'll go over.
Yeah, let's do it.
I love the idea.
Yes, it's a plan. And then
Let's-
we'll let all you guys, all of our listeners, know exactly how it went. We'll give you all the 411 and the whole scoop on how that field trip went.
Yes.
And then we'll go from there.
I'm excited.
All right, guys. Well, we love you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourself.
Say bye.
Bye.
Carrie. Bye.